brand new week has begun, guys, and this week is going to get very volatile. It's going to be very manipulative and very dangerous. You must prepare now. Why? Because Justin Sun says the coming week will be a great one. Many big things are going to happen, but guess what? We are the first people to call it. Guys, we're not making this stuff up. We were the first people to say this week is where the big move begins, probably. And what just happened with Bitcoin? Well, just in, Bitcoin records highest weekly close in history. And there it is, guys. In history, in all of its existence, guys, Bitcoin just closed on the weekly time frame the highest it's ever been. That's on the Heiken Nishi. On the regular candle, there it is. Wow, fantastic. But this is where it gets dangerous. You don't know why? From this point onwards, Bitcoin must pump. If it doesn't and it stalls out and dumps on the weekly time frame, if I do see danger signs, there's going to be bearish divergences, okay, occurring. So from this point, it tells me that Bitcoin will probably keep pumping, okay, because the heavenly doors are open for Bitcoin right now. Listen, so Bitcoin is extremely bullish as we speak, guys. XRP is lagging heavy. I think this tells me something. I think what they're gonna do probably is pump Bitcoin heavily. XRP just lags super hard, right? It doesn't really do anything. But at some point in time, it's going to wake up, guys, and it's going to explode. Hey, did we not say though, right? Did we not say this week is going to be very manipulative? The manipulation is going to get off the charts. Look at XRP's price action. It isn't even Monday yet. And that's insane. This is pure manipulation. And for Bitcoin, it's even stronger. What is this? What is this pattern? I've never seen it. They pumped it, literally dumped it back to entry, and pumped it up again, then dumped it. Guys, that's before even the CME goes live for XRP. Right, the futures goes live for XRP. I told you, this week is going to get very dangerous. Let's prepare. So, Justin, Michael Saylor posted the Saylor buying tracker again. Strategy always announces another Bitcoin purchase the next day. What's happening here? Well, Michael Saylor just tweeted out, "Never short a man who buys orange ink by the barrel." So, this is all his buys, right, or purchases. This is for Bitcoin, guys. Look at that, $59 billion, ridiculous. Orange circles correlate with purchases, right? And usually, supposedly, when he posts such things, as this chart, he usually announces another big purchase. So watch out for tomorrow. Again, guys, the stock market opens tomorrow as well. This week is going to get very insane in either direction. If I was you, I would not do anything. I would actually let the dust settle first, right, before making any moves. So there's my warning to you. Now, not only that, but for XRP, it's extremely important as well, because they told you a decade ago and you still doubt, right? It was always in plain sight from Ripple. CME bet on Ripple and the Internet of Value. Ripple Labs raises $28 million Series A. This was back in May 19th, 2015. That's a delta for what? For CME futures going live, right? And that's tomorrow. Effective Sunday, May 18th, 2025 for trade date Monday, May 19th, 2025, and pending all relevant regulatory review periods, right? So here's the site, guys. Again, XRP is about to have a big move incoming. I could assure of that, okay? The question to me is, they're going to manipulate the hell out of XRP's price here soon. Futures, it's like more leverage in the system, more liquidity in either direction, right? It's just going to get crazy wild out here, guys. I would heavily prepare. What's odd that what is odd is that This week as well, the Senate will make history when we pass the Genius Act that establishes the first ever pro-growth regulatory framework for payment stablecoins. So this is all happening this week, guys. With Bitcoin to XRP to this bill, all getting the green light, right? So is everything about to explode? It feels like it, doesn't it? Again, for XRP versus Bitcoin though, I'm still waiting, guys. I still want to see a new low created. I truly do. When this new low gets created, I'm jumping in. I'm not joking. I seriously need to get in along before they exploded, because this was going to happen, guys, to XRP. I'm going to show you guys right here. What's going to happen is literally this at some point. It's that. A crazy pump to the previous all-time high. Again, this bill, I'm pretty sure is bullish for RLUSD, because it is a what? Payment a stablecoin. This bill will cement United States dollar dominance, protect customers, increase demand for United States treasuries, and ensure that innovation in the digital asset space is in the hands of United States of America. Right? That's all happening. A big week indeed. We got more products coming in, launching at some point in time. 2x volatility shares trust XRP ETFs are on the way. Right? So imagine when the floodgates release, become open. You know what's going to happen? Well, the money will flood in like a tsunami from Chad. XRP has made a recent 10-cent swing on literally pennies, and only $1 million in net inflows. About $1 million in net flows. 10 cents is 10 billion in market cap, full supply. Wow. You guys see what we're talking about? So not only do you not need that much money to manipulate XRP's price specifically, right? Because Bitcoin does have more liquidity, but XRP is they're launching futures for XRP, which is easily going to be heavily manipulated, 1000%, right? Just look at the price action before CME even goes live. That tells you everything you need to know. Crypto's loving the Moody's downgrade, right? What's odd to me is crypto and Bitcoin does not care about the economy, right? Moody's downgraded, and Bitcoin was like, what? So let us pump. Insane, huh? Maybe perhaps it's because instability is Bitcoin's best friend. Maybe Bitcoin loves uncertainty, right? It's like a safe haven asset, which obviously ties into all these S coins, except XRP, right? Are precious. So crypto face comes about. Is this week going to be bullish or bearish for the crypto market? Well, crypto face says everyone is bearish because we had 3 bearish days last week. Everyone thinks next week we crash. They are wrong. Why? This seems to be for Ethereum's chart, which obviously ties to every other coin, right? Because everything follows each other. So money, okay, this green line is coming in, guys. That means money is flooding into Ethereum, which then is flooding into Bitcoin, has been, and XRP is lagging behind, which then this money will flood into XRP soon. Money is flooding in. The RSIs, okay, are tight. The momentum is going to be strong on this one. Yeah, it's holding this line too as support, right, for ETH. So ETH is extremely bullish, which points to everything else being bullish. Hopefully that's the case, unless it's manipulated. We'll see what happens. United States stocks, stock market futures fall nearly -1% in their initial reaction to the Moody's downgrade. So stocks aren't looking too well. Will cryptos follow the stock markets or not? Tomorrow the stock market reopens. Okay, so pay attention, prepare. In my opinion, I think it's going to be like this. So prepare. It already has been like that. And then we see another beautiful indicator, Bitcoin Weekly MACD. It's getting bullish triggers. I'm telling you, guys, Bitcoin must rage on from here on. If it doesn't, the top will be in. I promise to God, because all this will fail if it doesn't keep flying. If Bitcoin stalls in the coming months or weeks and dumps, that's a bad sign. So in my opinion, I think what's going to happen with Bitcoin here, they're going to move it up, right, until it runs out of gas, right? XRP is going to be lagging behind Bitcoin heavy because of this chart. I'm still waiting for another low, but if they don't come for these lows and they pump it like this, very bad sign. You actually want to see them come for these lows first, right? Those are my thoughts. But again, indicators are getting flash bullish right now. Then we got $5 billion worth of Bitcoin shorts to be liquidated at $115,000. Send it. That's where we're going to, guys. There it is. There's a number. 115K, because 5 billion shorts will get eaten up by the exchanges. Okay, by the market makers. And there's 500 million longs till 92K. Oh yeah, they're going for the shorts 100%. Right, that's free money. We're talking about 500 million compared to 5 billion, a 10x difference. Which means they're going to pump it. So get on board. Wait a minute. BlackRock is getting bullish on Ethereum. BlackRock just bought $8.6 million worth of Ethereum on Coinbase. Look at this. Right here. Are they preparing for this week? Looks like to me. Guys, if we could just see one major news, such as this, again, we're about to blast off. Treasury Secretary Besson says that ACS is doing peace deals, trade deals, and tax deals. Trump told us that when he goes live on television, everything goes up. He wasn't wrong. Today, Bitcoin did pump. Interesting. Let's listen to this.
Saudi doesn't. UAE doesn't. They're all pushing money in. They've made 10-year investment plans. So this administration, we're doing peace deals, trade deals, and tax deals.
There it is, guys. If we could just see some major news come out this week, everything will literally blow through the roof, right? Wow. Crazy, guys. I can't believe it. XRP is probably about to make a new all-time high, but first we may come down a bit for this chart. I'm only looking at this chart to be fair, XRP versus Bitcoin. Let's see what comes up next. What I know is manipulation is going to be through the roof. So prepare. Literally, not financial advice. But it's guys, so face amazing. See ya.